Hello everyone, Luba here from New York City. I'm doing this during the pandemic times, and I hope you have a little more time to practice, even though you don't wear makeup nowadays, and maybe that's why my hair is a little out of control, as you can see. So today I want to teach you how to easily have a smoky eye. One thing to consider is you really want it to last. You don't want to put too much black. It easily runs, and it just doesn't look good. So I'm going to start with a little bit of eyeshadow primer. You can use either concealer. I have MAC here, and you can use just an eyeshadow base, or what I like to do is to mix them together. They're both long lasting. And of course, use any tool of choice. I'm using a very full small head concealer brush. I'll get like a little bit of color out of it, but it's going to be much easier to blend the eyeshadow into something and keep it in place. I want to make sure I get rid of the excess and also fill in everything. It shows after you put the eyeshadows if you missed an area, all the way up to the brow. Outside we can always clean it if it's too much afterwards. And given a few extra seconds to kind of set in, it tends to dry and almost act as a glue, which I like. It's perfect for oily eyelids, and if your eyelids tend to be dry, just put a little eye cream on your brush or put it on before if you use your fingers. Just a little bit. You don't want anything too greasy to dissolve your makeup and make it run. Alright, this is the base. So there are two different ways I'm going to show you on my left and right eye. This is just a simple black eye pencil with a smudger on the end. It's not waterproof, but whatever you have, it will pretty much do the job. So I'm just gonna put a lot of that where you want the most density. It's really the outside of the eye. And then if you have a stiff small head round brush or just a Q-tip, blend it nicely. If you put it close to the middle here, right the most prominent part of the eye, and kind of blink a few times so it stamps on the top where you want it to end, it will give you a nice mark how far you can go. Fade it towards the inner corner of the eye. Again, try to concentrate more color. The outside, maybe lift it up a little bit. It depends how you're gonna like your eyeliner afterwards. But pretty much with that, half of the job is done. And make sure that it matches perfectly where it would stamp otherwise. No pressing, just blending. It's important the pigment to be even. Again, I've mentioned in some of my other videos, you don't want to layer too much, it will start to move. So with the smoky eyes, we really want intensity. So layering is very important for that, and of course to keep your makeup on. Just gonna use a palette with light and dark colors, pretty nice smoky combination. I'm gonna start with the light color just to frame around so my colors doesn't run. And we can leave a little room for a little shimmer in the middle. I want to do the most. I'm gonna get the black color here, like really out at the end, and keep on blending. This way you're distributing the excess pigment without overloading. Keep on blending and blending and blending. I try to do more dark first and then kind of blend it into the light color rather than do something light and try to put the dark on top. It will go on much lighter. So if you have more dark on first, you get that really, really, really intense pigment afterwards. Just gonna use another soft brush to use a little bit of the gray and kind of soften the transition between the light and the dark. Keep on blending. Your skin is like mine, tends to move. Just do circular motions, back and forth. Again, the more you blend, the better you're gonna set it. The last is gonna long. It's gonna the longer it's gonna last. Again, you need this makeup to last. It doesn't look pleasant when it starts to run. All right, we can add a little bit of color if we want into the crease. I'm just gonna show you how otherwise you can do that. This is a creamy black eyeshadow by Clarins that I'm gonna use with just my firm round brush that I use for blending. It's firm, but it's soft at the same time. So again, the same thing. You get to the middle, close to the lashes, then I'm gonna try to blink a few times to stamp it as much as I can on top, but it happens with some other liners. I already have that primer that kind of keeps it on. So here you go. Keep on blending. You can always add more rather than putting too much on your brush and then trying to blend it while it's on your eye. A little in, a little out. As intense as you wish. It's better to have something creamy before you put the powder shadow. This way it really holds up. Again, I'm gonna use the light color. You can do smoky with the brown palette if you like, with purple, just any color of your choice. This is just a little bit of light color to frame around. Again, I'm gonna do the black first, just to get more intensity. Another thing that I love to do is put a little bit of black on the corner and then to mix a little black and blue, because the blue makes the black blacker. But simple smoky, it works beautifully with the grays. Again, you want it nicely blended into the skin. Keep blending this way. Take off the excess. You distribute the pigment evenly. Work it into that primer, concealer, whatever you're using. Again, few layers with less product rather than too much. And now I'm gonna get my fluff brush here with the gray color. I'm just blending in between the light parts and the dark parts. Keep on blending until the transition it's kind of seamless and smooth. Again, I'm using two different products. This one came out a little darker, so I'm gonna even it out by adding a little bit of the black mixed with the gray on this side to intensify it. Even myself out a bit. Of course, my eyes are not even also. The softer the brush, the easier to blend. And then my light color just to smooth that out a bit. So you can just add a little mascara and a little color on the bottom. I'll put, actually I'm gonna put the pencil first on the bottom and smudge it with the smudger. You want kind of the same smoky look on the bottom as well. Let's use a nice simple liquid Epic ink pen by NYX, or any liner of your choice, gel liner. Whoop. This one is pretty fresh. Okay. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to use this liner, make sure it dries nicely. You can just use the pencil. I'll do it on this side and blend it smoky. So the next thing I wanted to show you is how to do the inner rim. Everybody's comfortable with different liners, so it's your choice what you're gonna use. I'm just gonna do a little bit more in here, and then I'm gonna use, I think, a little more. I think my waterproof pencil, this one is Infallible by L'Oreal. Just sharpen mine a little bit, and should be able to keep your liner protected from running on the inside rim. I always absorb the liquid inside first. You can use a tissue. A little bit on the bottom of the lash line, on top eyelid. Water repels waterproof, so it is important to dry your lid before that. And then to keep it on, we can just either do a little bit of eyeshadow on top or use a gel liner. I'm using, this is gel liner by MAC Chromalin. They have two kinds. Any gel liner will do. And kind of put it nicely on top. Again, layering. It's what's gonna keep it on. So let's do the other side. Again, just wiping off the liquid. Pencil. And then the gel on top. And the other thing is to use a little bit of eyeshadow. You can do each one of those steps by themselves separately. You don't have to do it all together. Just to absorb all the liquid, and in a few seconds there'll be a lot that your eye cannot take, like right in here. You always take that excess of pigment and some other buildup in there. Okay, still see this one came out a little bigger on this side. Just gonna use a Q-tip to soften it. Again, I'm using my phone as a mirror, so something it's not even, I guess it's okay. Well, I think we're up to the mascara now. Again, you can add a little bit of different color on the lid. I have something, if you like to indulge. Tom Ford has this beautiful cream and powder eye color in Night Sky. So this one has a little sparkle. It's kind of indigo color, and this gorgeous, gorgeous blue inside, which I can use instead of the black and the gray. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that, like right in here. I like the sparkle. I like that little hint of blue in there. Makes it even more fun. And of course we adjust to our liking. Some sparkling eyeshadow in the middle. I just don't have it handy, so you can do that, of course. And if you struggle with smearing your mascara on your lids, this is a nice tool that you can find easily on Amazon. You put on your mascara, and if you have lashes, you can always use that one. Put as much as you want. It's pretty safe. Well, anyway, you got the idea. So I hope that will help you, and watch my other videos, and there'll be some more. Thank you. Bye.